Hey guys, welcome to your Michigan Compass. Today we have something different in store for you. We're going to check out a couple different places in Lansing, Michigan today. We're going to start by having dinner at this special Chinese hot pot restaurant called Royal Pot. Come along with us. All right, well, first of all, I should probably tell you guys what Chinese hot pot is. It's actually exactly what it sounds like. You begin by choosing a broth, and they bring out a pot of the broth to your table. The pot of broth is placed in a small induction heating unit located right in front of you at your table. Next, you can add in the meats, vegetables, sauces, and seasonings of your choice. The meats are thinly sliced and only take about a minute to cook. We ended up going with the black bone chicken broth, which had chicken and a few veggies mixed in. I'm not quite sure, but this buffet area was closed when we were there. I believe you used to be able to pick out your own items prior to COVID. The warming spot is located in front of each space at the table, and there's controls right here in front of you. Well, they just brought out our hot pot, and we've got it in there. It's just starting to warm up. It looks pretty good. I can't wait till all the other ingredients come out so we can add them to our hot pots and enjoy. All right, it looks like all of our food has arrived. We've got chicken, shiitake mushrooms, some Wagyu beef. Over here, some shrimp dumplings, lotus root, udon, bamboo, some fried tofu. We have all of our sauces over here, all kinds of different great things to put in there. Also some ramen, eggs, and broccoli. And also we just had some cabbage and some bean sprouts that just arrived. Some of our sauces include hot oil, sesame oil, fresh cilantro. We got some Chinese black vinegar, some oyster sauce, some bean curd, green onions. It's time to get started. One thing I also forgot to mention is that when you run low on broth, they will come by with a kettle and refill it so you can keep making delicious bowls just like this one with ramen, chicken, egg, mushroom, green onion. And if you don't like that combo, simply try something different. The shrimp dumplings are just amazing. Super delicious, great flavor. And the broth is just spectacular. Well, the damage has been done and the food was excellent. They also gave us this nice little candy. Not really sure what this is. I don't know if it's a lychee candy. I'll let you know in a minute when we find out. Well, it turns out that these are some sort of melon flavor. And I can't read Chinese, but if you can read that, leave me a comment in the show notes. Let me know. It's delicious. Well, guys, dinner at the Royal Pot was phenomenal. It was so good. I can't wait for you guys to let me know what you thought of our meal. And now we're headed to another place in Lansing. You may have heard of it. It's called Horrocks, and it's a famous roadside fruit stand that has really expanded over the years. All right, well, we made it here to Horrocks Farm Market, and we're about a quarter mile east of 96 on Saginaw Road. It's pretty big. You're gonna be surprised at all the stuff they've got inside, so come along with us, let's go check it out. The building has grown over the years, starting with this small area, and then working its way back all the way over there to the far reaches. Starting at the far end of the store is one of the largest beer and wine collections I have ever come across. And the reason I say this is because they carry an enormous amount of microbrews, including a huge selection of ciders. Not just this rack. This rack. And this rack. And this rack too. All cider But wait, there's more over here. More cider. More cider. And finally, yep, you guessed it, more cider. Never seen a store that carried an entire aisle of hard cider. This aisle is filled with all kinds of microbrews and unique imports. It should come as no surprise that the amount of microbrews here is double, if not triple, that of the hard ciders. Many of these I had never heard of, but a lot of them I definitely wanted to try. One of the great things about their selection here is that they have single cans that you can buy and try out before committing to a 6-pack or a 12-pack or more. This is just one of the many areas that has wine. Aisles and aisles of wine. There's also several refrigerated areas inside the farm market. Over here you can get local milk. But that's not all. How about some fresh butter? Here's something you don't see every day. Duck eggs. $4.99 a 6-pack for duck eggs. And Miss Molly's brown eggs. More eggs over here, some fresh ricotta, vegetable dip, some churned butter, and up here, right there, quail eggs. These are very tiny. Very, very tiny quail eggs. Never had these actually, but you can get a dozen quail eggs here for just $3.99. Creamers and other various milks of sorts. And over here, how about a big block of Wisconsin cheese? And in this next room, an even bigger variety of more cheeses. This area here features mostly fresh baked breads and various baked items. Walking past here, I noticed this sign says the Big Cheese, 4,521 pounds, 15-month aged cheddar. It's $6.99 a pound. And this is why I walked past it and didn't realize what I was looking at. That is a giant block of cheese, probably from my neck to the floor down there. Notice the canned goods sitting up on top of the cheese block. I have all kinds of cheese curds here. Shallot, black pepper, Bloody Mary, hickory hollow, brown sugar bacon, smoked string cheese, jalapeno string cheese, horseradish cheese curds, buffalo wing cheese curds, ghost pepper cheese curds, pizza cheese curds. Now those sound good. American jerk, mango habanero, and there's a bunch more down this way. And the cheese doesn't stop there, because this is the Big Cheese. It just keeps going and going and going. Just around the corner from the bread area is all kinds of jarred and canned fruits, jellies, and vegetables. I see some pickles, olives, lots of jellies, all kinds of unique things down here. And then right here, peanuts. You can buy them by the pound. Roasted peanuts, no salt, Cajun, and so on. Right over here we got pistachios, coconut, raisins, nuts, pecans. And because this is Michigan, right down here in this freezer, you can buy pasties here. They have frozen pasties, different flavors and different types. A couple freezers full. They also have fresh made ice cream here, Mooville ice cream. And you can tell they're not a big company because all of the cartons look the same. And then they're labeled with the type of ice cream that's inside with just a simple label on the outside of them. That ice cream does come at a premium though, at $7.29. Over in this area, they're making fresh sushi. And he's getting ready to package it up right now. But right around the corner is where they have that sushi. There's also a large floral section over in this area. Lots of flowers to choose from. Make your own arrangements or they'll make one for you. They even have some that are pre-made. And you can even come here and buy roses. And they have some unique roses here. I thought these were very unique, multicolored roses. The fruit market area is very large. They have everything you could possibly imagine as far as fruit goes. Cantaloupes, watermelons, apples, oranges, lemons, limes, mangoes, papayas, avocados, kiwis, grapefruits, tangerines, more oranges. There's even an exotic fruit area. Right here they have mandarins, and they're still on the vine. You can buy mandarins right on the vine here. This area here is completely filled with fresh vegetables. We've got some squash, some cucumbers, and over here some red cabbage, some regular cabbage, green beans, and then we've got peppers. We've got green peppers over here, and we've got red peppers, and they may be $1.15 a pound, but I want to show you how big these peppers are. That pepper is in my hand. I cannot completely close around the pepper. It's that big. These are huge. Giant peppers, probably twice the size of a normal pepper. Nice big orange and yellow peppers back there as well. Different types of tomatoes over in this area. Smaller cherry tomatoes over there. All right, over here we've got some giant sweet potatoes. And when I say giant, we're talking bigger than that pepper we looked at a minute ago. A little bit bigger than that one. Pretty good size, 35 cents a pound. And over here, some regular potatoes, Idaho potatoes and red skin potatoes. Over here we see some Jamaica hibiscus tea, and it's just in a bulk format. Grab a bag and fill it up, $7.49 a pound. And over here we've got some more of the unique type fruits and vegetables. Over here some cactus actually. Got some lemongrass here. Aloe vera. These are called snake gourds. Over here some bitter melon. And right here some turmeric root. Got some fresh mushrooms right here. All types of fresh mushrooms, shiitake and portobellos. Got some long beans, okra. These are called Tindora cucumbers. They're very tiny, about the size of my pinky. And some bulk spinach and greens. And then over here, peppers. Just gonna pan real quick to the other side here. They're currently stocking this area, or unstocking this area and putting them back into the refrigerator. But this entire area is full of greens, parsley, lettuce, arugula, all kinds of things like that. Down there, some artichokes. And then over here, we have some dried peppers. We got ancho peppers, pasilla, New Mexico, some cucumbers over there. These are pretty hot. These are Thai hot peppers. And I have been told that these can really burn your mouth. Approaching the end of the night, this area is a little sparse, but normally you could find plenty of delicious baked goods in here. Turnovers, donuts, bagels, and things of the sort. And the coffee service has closed down for the day, but you could get your coffee service here. Plenty of coffees. And then right here, you can buy coffee by the bulk. They have tons of different coffees to choose from. They have their own blends. Tons of different coffees to choose from here. And it just keeps going and going. Even over here. I also forgot to mention they sell all of your brewing supplies, including the coffee makers, the pour-over kits, French presses, and things of that nature. Can also be found here. And then right over on the other side, possibly every syrup you could imagine. Different flavors to add to your coffee and spice things up and give you a unique flavor. Also great for making cappuccinos and things like that. Now this area here is filled with various olive oils and vinegars. Some of these, like this one here, say orange infused olive oil. Right next to it we have apple balsamic vinegar, and then an apricot balsamic vinegar, and then a blackberry balsamic vinegar, and so on. Who would have thought coconut balsamic would be a thing? And on the opposite side of the aisle, tons of more olive oil type products from different areas. This one's from Spain, this one's from Italy, another one from Italy, Tunisia, another one from Spain. It's just never ending. These aisles are back to back, by the way. So as I turn the aisle, there's even more on the other side of this. I ended up getting a little bit of this apple spice chai. It smells delicious. Probably just enough to make 2 or 3 cups. So I don't imagine it'll cost a lot, even though it is $23.99 a pound. I would say maybe I've got a 1/16 of a pound here at the most. And then also this one looked pretty good. This White Tropics white tea, flavor of coconuts, pineapple. Sounded pretty good to me, and I got the same amount in that one as well. This area here has tons of beef sticks, sausages, jerky, and all kinds of that stuff. If you're into the jerky and stuff like that, they have a ton of it here. These bags right here from the Michigan Jerky Company. You got Carolina Reaper, Smoky Sriracha style, Volcanic Jalapeno. Down below, carne asada, spicy sweet, smoky barbecue, teriyaki, cracked pepper, dill pickle. More produce over in this area, onions, all kinds of onions, big onions. Potatoes, plantains, and more bananas. These are the small bananas. I don't know if you've ever had these little tiny bananas. They are generally a lot sweeter than the full-size bananas. They're really good. Some organic bananas over here and some coconuts. And of course, next to the coconuts, what else would you put but pineapples? I got some of these the last time I were in here, and while they don't taste a whole lot different than a regular potato, in fact, they don't taste much different at all, they are very good, and they're unique because they're purple. When you cook them, these are as purple as can be on the inside. And along this wall, all kinds of various sodas from different places and different microbrewery style soda places. The aisles in this area have a lot of unique things from various places around the world. A lot of English crackers here. This aisle has a lot of various soups, some soup starter kits and different broths as well. If you're looking for some sort of unique condiments, they have a lot of them here. For example, you can even find Emeril's mustard, and they have several different varieties to choose from. Lots of hot sauces, every branded flavor. Lots of barbecue sauces and even marinades. Yeah, this aisle is one of my favorites because who doesn't love Mexican food? And they have a ton of unique things that you just can't find in the normal stores here. Tons of various seasonings here. They even have cilantro, dried cilantro, which comes in really handy in a pinch if you don't have the fresh stuff or it's gone bad on you. It's kind of perfect. This side has tons of salsas, every different brand and flavor you could possibly imagine. Enchilada sauces, salsas, and look over there, more hot sauces. Another favorite aisle of mine is the Asian food aisle. There's all kinds of unique things down this aisle that you just can't find in other places. All kinds of different ramens. And ramen isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's some good ones. For example, This ramen right here, I've had this before. It's amazing. This is a good ramen. It's also a little bit more money, but you get what you pay for, right? This side's filled with various sauces and marinades. Lots of things you just can't find at your typical grocery store. And of course, what food place would be complete without having tons of pasta and pasta sauces? We have a lot of great pasta sauces here. In fact, I found one here that I haven't seen in a very long time. I used to be a big fan of this Emerald's roasted red pepper, and all the stores around me stopped carrying this one. Unfortunately, all they carry these days is the chunky marinara, which is okay, but it doesn't have the flavor this one's got, and you can actually see the difference between those two jars. One has a much brighter red color, and it tastes delicious. Now, the one that I'm using on a regular basis is actually this Rouse that's in front of us here, and I believe it is the Rouse Marinara. This is $8.99 a bottle. I've been getting it for much cheaper, less than half that price at Costco, and it's excellent. This next area is filled with various bulk candies, many of which I believe are made here on the premises. Peanut brittle, maple syrup by the quarter, the gallon, dried fruits over on this side, and looking back there, got some gourmet popcorns. And this whole area back here, this kitchen, is where they make a lot of these things. This area features all kinds of small assorted fancy chocolates. We also have some fudge. And up here, more bulk candy. This area back here features an entire garden section that's probably busy as can be in the spring and summertime. It's not open yet. They've got just a few things sitting out here right now. But as you can see in the distance, there goes off quite a ways, so there's probably quite a bit out here later in the year. Now, this section we're entering into right now is the garden section, and they have tons, absolute tons of gardening things over in here that you can buy. You can also find lots of pet accessories, foods, and treats over in this area. Lots of bird food and animal food. Various bird feeders. Even sell garden tools. Let's not forget about your lawn. Plenty of fertilizers, weed killers, and things like that. Grass seed, and a lot more. As it was getting close to closing time, there were two things that I forgot to show you. One, they have their own bakery. You can get fresh baked goods such as cupcakes, macarons, and various pies and things like that. And they also have a gelato area where you can get some really great flavors of gelato. There's also a spot just around the corner from the bakery and gelato area where you can get pizza. And now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot to show you the bar area that was over in the beer section. They have an outdoor patio, and you can get one of like 30 beers that they have on tap and take it outside and enjoy it. And if you should decide to get a pizza, you can have quite a meal here. Horrocks is such a huge place, it's easy to miss something. You can easily spend half the day in here and still not see it all. You even have a section over here where you can get seeds for planting your garden. Well guys, that's going to do it for our trip to Horrocks and our trip out to Lansing today. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little short trip with us today. If you did enjoy it, please remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click on that compass so you can stay subscribed for future videos. Remember, adventure is just a short drive away.